In this video, we are going to take a look at a couple tips that I have for digital design, and in particular, how to customize colors in a Hyperdoc. So first of all, let me tell you my objective. My objective is that I want to use all the colors that are in my logo here at the top in the headers of this table. So I've done it for the first couple headers, for the objective header and then the Explore header. But the ones down here are still green, and I want to turn them into colors that I've extracted from this logo. So every color has what's called a hex code. And on the Apple computer, which is what I'm demoing today, there is a tool called the Digital Color Meter that can read those hex codes, which is a set of characters that are abbreviations for a color. And so I'm going to launch that tool. So I don't have it on my dock. I usually go to the Spotlight tool here at the top. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to look for it by starting to type in the word Digital Color Meter. Or maybe you'll just remember Color Meter. You'd find it that way as well. If you start typing it up, it will come up at the top as a top hit. And I'm going to actually click or double click on that to open it. And it's just a little utility here. So I have a little bit of a window. And I do think that I'm trying to remember, I think I at some point said display the values as hexadecimal. So there's different codes for colors, and I think you're going to want to go under view to hexadecimal. So that's one setting change you'd want to make sure that you do, and then display the native values. All right. So if you want to find out the code for, let's say I want to do green, I would take my cursor and I would hover over the S. And now I want to lock that, because if I move my cursor, you can see that the colors are going to change in my little magnifier there. I want to pick up that color, so I'm going to lock this by clicking Command L. So Command key and then L. And you see it's locked in place now. Now I'm moving my cursor and it's locked in place on the green. And these are the 6 digits I'm interested in, 00B452. Now I could write that on a piece of paper, but I could also go up to the color menu and say copy that color as text. All right, so I've got that code copied. Now I can come back here and I want to change the background color of these two cells. That's a table and that's a row in the cell. So I'm going to highlight these 2 cells. And if I hover over this tool, that is the tool for the background color. So I'm going to click on the pull down menu, and then I could pick from a bunch of them here, but I want a custom color. And if I click custom, I can actually paste in my hex code. You see and you have to have the number sign to start it. But I think that's going to come with it. So if I delete that, and I'm going to do Command V for paste, that is the hex code for the green that I just picked up. So I'm going to click OK. And sure enough, that color changed to, if I click off of there, that green color. All right, let's try it again with the yellow. So now I bring back this, and you see how it's locked? I need to unlock it with a Command L, L for lock. So now I can start to scroll over different colors, and I can scroll over the yellow, and I want to lock that in place on my color meter. Command L to lock it in place. So my code is FFDD01. I need to copy that code or write it on a piece of paper. So I go up to my color menu, copy color as text. All right, now I'm going to click on my Hyperdoc here, and I'm going to go down and I want this row to be yellow. So I'm going to highlight those 2 cells in that row. This is my background tool, so I'm going to click the pull down menu, and again custom. Notice that when you do custom colors, there's a palette that begins to appear, so if I want to use them later in my document, I have this palette that remembers those custom colors. So I'm going to click custom. I'm going to get rid of the value that's in there and paste the one that I copied. Click OK. And then when I click off of there, you see your yellow. So that is a short tip for using a tool on your Mac called the Digital Color Meter to pick up the hex codes for various colors and then apply them within a Google document. You can also do that with text. So for example, if I wanted to make this text that yellow color, I could highlight the text Your Task, and I could go under here, which is the text color tool, and now it remembers that color, so I certainly could just click on that, or I could go into custom and I could paste it in there. But it would be much easier for me to just click on the pull down menu, click here, and changes that to the yellow color.